Hello guys and girls, it's Aaron Lee here, and I'm doing a video called Justice League Game and Batman Arkham Knight Game Update 14, I believe. And I'm going to talk about the new superhero games. Supposedly. Here's some of there's supposedly supposed to be an after Arkham City Superman game. The name of the article is called After Arkham City, Rock City May Fly with Superman. This is from like 2 years ago, 2011, I think, October 7th, by Mike Thompson. The man who wrote Arkham City thinks Rock City should consider Superman or Captain Marvel or Green Lantern for its next game, which would be the Justice League game, of course. Well, I don't know. This is probably an old article. This thing, Green Lantern and Captain Marvel, won't they just make a Justice League game? Then I hope so. They will. They probably will, because a lot of people complain too much about Superman. It'll be better if they did a team superhero movie without game with Superman in it, of course. With Batman Arkham City hitting store shelves back then, folks are starting to wonder what developer Rocksteady's next project might be. The studio itself hasn't made any announcements, but Paul Dini, who wrote Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, thinks a new superhero needs to get the video game treatment. And he's got a couple of suggestions about who it should be. Denny, who is no stranger to the DC universe, thanks to his tenure as a writer for the shows that made up Bruce Timm's DC animated universe, took some time to speak about the development group's future plans. While the man didn't announce anything definite, he did say that he thinks that Rocksteady should do a game adaptation based on one of the more fantastical DC characters. Well, Batman is pretty much real-world centric. So if I was going to do another comic book based game, I would probably want a hero that had, I would probably want to amp it up a bit as far as the power level goes, and do more of a superhero with more superpowers. Batman is pretty much a self-trained guy. I think it would be fun to do a character like Superman or Captain Marvel or maybe Green Lantern someday, who's got a completely different resource for fighting crime and fighting villains. Maybe a magical character. The DC universe is filled with them. I love Batman, and I always will, but if I was going to do another one, I would probably pick one in a completely different setting with a completely different power scheme. He's Superman, pretty much the #1 in the DC Phantom. And I think not enough has been done with him to make him a character, as he's got amazing powers. He can fly super fast and everything. But also there's a level to his character that I don't think has been explored yet in video games, to kind of get underneath who he is and into his heart a little bit. I think there's a lot of renovation being done on Superman at the moment, both in the comics and in the movies. I think it would be fun to revisit that character and kind of see what makes him tick. I'd love to see Rocksteady tackle a Superman game. So far, Kal-El's best appearance in a video game was Shadow of Apocalypse. Though it was fun, it was by no means a great game. That said, Rocksteady could probably make a quality title based around any DC character, well, other than Wild Dog. Nobody could make that dude cool. Source: Gigwise VIA comic book movie. Related to Mike Thompson action adventure. It's Batman Arkham Asylum. It's Batman Arkham City. Bruce Timm, DC Comics. Paul Dini, PS3. Rocksteady Studios. Superman. Xbox 360. And of course this article was before Xbox One and before PS4. So that was an old article. That was about the Superman game. But that's not gonna happen. So they decided to go with the Justice League idea, which is pretty good. They should go with the Justice League route. It would make a good game to have, you know. They don't really have a whole lot of articles. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to find more articles for people like you. So I understand. And don't mind the machine in the back. But Zero Function. Escapist has a lot of DC. I'll just read all the DC articles and get some little ideas of the Justice League game, which most definitely will have Green Lantern and Captain Marvel and Superman and Batman in it, and the Flash and Wonder Woman, of course, and Cyborg from the New 52 series. And those are my favorite characters. One of these articles is from 2011. I don't want to read these old articles. Fox News host wants to monitor your gaming. Damn it, yeah. To tire the DC controversy. I don't know how old that article is. Superman, droids, DC, Infinite Crisis. No, DC Universe, no. Trailers, no. Art Museum, no. Tired of controversy. I'll go with this. Nah, somebody else. I don't want to read this. If that was an article, I don't want to read that. doing here? I don't know what update video I'm doing. I couldn't find any articles to do. So. I'm gonna DC video games for 2014. Yeah. The bigger picture, junk drawer. Movie bomb. Lists off a few ways Warner Brothers could relaunch. Rebar. The following article does not contain spoilers for The Dark Knight Rises. This is from 2012. I mean, July 20th, 8 a.m. I'm devouring the tread as lightly as I possibly can when it comes to spoilers for The Dark Knight Rises this first week, but I don't think I'm exactly giving out the game to say it's extremely unlikely that the series or the franchise, but this specific iteration of it will be continuing. Christopher Nolan's Batman movies have been largely about stripping the character and his world of any comic book trappings that might be holding it back from the realm of serious drama. One of those things, from the perspective of Nolan's films, at least, is the genre's inherent episodic endlessness. Rises is meant to be and has been promoted as the rarest of superhero movie subspecies. That one that provides a definite ending rather than the story to be continued. Please note, to former spoiler orders that forging to be continued ending, it's necessarily the same thing as rendering continuation functionality. It's functionally impossible. Translation: no, I don't just tell how the movie ends. It's regardless of whether or not he pulled it off. That's a gusty move for a filmmaker playing in the sandbox. Even one with as much box office clout as Nolan. Superheroes are the new cowboys, the go-to symbol of mythic heroism at the movies and most popular action subgenre of the era, and Batman is the most popular individual hero in the box. Telling the story of his Batman is a bold move for Nolan because Warner Brothers would much rather have the franchise continue ad infinitum, which is why it came as no surprise that Warner Brothers was openly talking about reinventing Batman. Reinventing being what you call rebooting. Now that reboot is a dirty word, a full year before Rises came out. Bottom line, sooner than later. There will be more Batman. likely in the form of a new series of Batman movies. The only thing that can be safely submerged about it is that it will almost certainly be a more traditional superhero experience, a better gel with the Warner's plans for an Avengers-style shared universe for the various members of the Justice League. With that in mind, your humble correspondent here presents several suggestions for how such a reboot might be accomplished, along with a heartfelt, sincere thank you and goodbye to my readers, as I fully suspect Toronto's will momentarily be whisking up me up to Hollywood to shower me into money for the rights to these brilliant pitches. Now the silver lining is of the video game information. The silver lining in comics freedom, Silver Age, refers to the period of publishing between the mid 1950s and 1970s. Did not happen for Arkham Origins, by the way. It never even happened. It's roughly framed on the re-establishment of the superhero genre, beginning with the debut of DC's new The Flash in 1956 and ending with Marvel Comics the night Gwen Stacy died in 1971, which has nothing to do with the DC games. The latter being seen as the most visible acknowledgement of the new reality of a growing teen and college-age readership. Current parallels, shorthand for comic book writers, and more recently, video game designers, indicating that they're doing something more in line with the general before the 90s wrath of comic visuals. At this point, the Silver Age revival thing is so pervasive that going out for the movies to elaborate supervillains, boy sidekicks, storylines, described as capers, would basically be playing follow the leader, but it's hardly the worst idea in the world. If nothing else, it'd be a trip to see blue and gray Batman, Robin, and all the other not dark enough for the movies elements in the big screen workout. It's possible alongside some of the more offbeat nemesis like Mad Bat or Mad Hatter. And if you do it soon enough, you'll probably be greeted with great enthusiasm by Bat fans who currently under 10 and spent the first hour of Rises wondering where the heck Batman was. This was about the movies, not talking to TV. The movies are expensive. Actors are human. And getting busy. This makes setting up a multi-film franchise difficult. Setting up a multiple franchise nearly impossible. You want a ready-made Batman waiting on deck for Justice League, while you reintroduce people to Wonder Woman, Superman, and the rest. I get that, but does it have to be a movie? TV is big business right now, especially episodic genre material. Game of Thrones, much True Blood, heck, Doctor Who. Once the definition of cult obscurity in the U.S. Something must-see TV for scads of Netflix marathoning. To mainstream viewers, Batman is almost ridiculously well-suited to this landscape. A superhero, a huge supporting cast, and is a crime procedural, and you could keep him active for less money than a movie while everything else falls into place. Related to Bob, Chipman, Batman, DC Comics, Justice League, Movie Bob, Superman, Warner Brothers. Man. No. Nope, this is about the movie. I'm not gonna read about the movie. Well, I guess there are any articles. And all the Batman versus Superman. I was making a video. Stop yelling at me. Escapist. I saw a reverse Goku. Smart mate. No. Oh, come on. Guess there's no information. Alright, that's about it. There's not a whole lot of information I could find out there. It's too soon for that. But you know my thoughts about this game. And I just wanted to keep you updated again about stuff. Others, Superman should definitely be in a video game. Yeah, for sure. And they should do the Justice League game anyway. Kind of disappointed that there's zero information. Or is it happening? I don't know. It'll be most likely another Batman game will come out. It's called Arkham Knight, I know. But I hope that they will come out with Justice League game. I mean, they could make it the same alongside the Batman game, but I don't know if the developers would ever want to do something like that. I don't know if they would. It's a lot of work to make two games in 1 year like that, and by the same company, you know. I mean, they should do Arkham Knight this year, and then do the Justice League game next year. I mean, they had so many Justice League games from before, or they could just call it Justice League of America would be fine too, or just Justice League 2015, or maybe make tie it in with the Arkham verse too. It would be kind of interesting to see, actually. Yeah, and they would have a lot of similarities to each other. That's what I'm gonna say. I hope they do have a lot of similarities to each other. That would be kind of awesome to see. I mean, do an armor-like suit for the Justice League game. I suppose they should, which would be fine with me. Wouldn't bother me. And I don't know. I'll do videos no matter how unhappy people are with me, but I'll just do them anyway. I don't know any other information that I can think of. And yeah, 2015 should be for the Justice League game for Xbox One and PS4 and PC and Windows. Would be pretty sweet to see, actually. And I I don't want the Silver Age. I don't want the 1960s or 70s at all. For anything. So, comic books, movies, video games, whatever. They did the 60s, the 70s, move on. Modern time stuff is better. I mean, they did Age of Tides for Assassin's Creed, but that's different. Not DC. Do not do a Silver Age, Justice League, video game, or Batman. That would not go good with me. Come on, the 60s and 70s aren't even cool anymore. They're so lame. It's like 70 years ago. Oh, come on. Really? They want to do something about 70 years ago? Give me a break. This is the 21st century. Get a grip, guys and girls who are fans of these DC things, just like me. It'll be ridiculous. They should just do the same way they had such a success, the way the Arkham games are now. I mean, it would be pretty successful if they did Justice League the same way. I'm not very good at describing a story for the games, though, but I'm sorry that I'm repeating too much information, but it's just not really anything out there for it. I mean, I wish there was. I wish there were Justice League games like Arkham franchise. I wish there were more of these superhero games. I wish Marvel would. I wish these superhero stuff have a schedule for their games and to make more games and more interesting stories. I mean, there's a lot of stories out there that are interesting. So why not make a movie out of them? I mean, how many people know about Aquaman or any of those other villains or heroes? I mean, look how popular these DC superhero things are becoming. Marvel's making more money than DC because Marvel has a better schedule, a better grip on things than DC ever did. I mean, all they ever did was Batman and Superman, TV shows and movies. That's all they did. They never did other superhero movies. They don't even do female superhero movies. Are they all gay in Hollywood or something? What is wrong with them? You know, you can't just focus on male superheroes forever. You know, there are people out there who want female superheroes. I mean, they can't. I mean, the Avengers, they have females, and so does Justice League. Justice League, why not? Why do they all have to be male? Why? You can tell me in the comments down below about all your... I have a question for you. What do you think of the Justice League game? Would Justice League of America be a good name? Or is Arkham Knight a good name for the Batman game? Is that good? I mean, should this game come out next year? Should the Justice League game come out for PS4, Xbox One, any system? Why not? I'm kind of interested to see a Justice League turn. I mean, don't just do Batman every single year, because then people will get bored. It'll get stale. The mechanics will get old if they keep doing the same character over and over and over and over. They've done so much Batman, it's come out of everyone's ears already. I mean, I guess they're popular, I guess. I don't really know what else to say, but I hope you will. Hey, Rocksteady Studios, will you guys make a Justice League game? Please make a Rocksteady game. I want to put a petition to make a Justice League game happen, Rocksteady. Let's move it, people. I know you can do it. I mean, you would make a lot more money if you did more video games like Justice League. Alright, I guess that's all I have to say about that for now. But give me some ideas. I want some questions and down below, and give me some opinion, some comments that help me to make better videos. And I need help, guys. Can you find me more information and then comment it down below? Thanks, guys and girls, for subscribing, viewing, commenting, liking, favorites, thoughts, and opinions, and viewings, and all that kind of stuff. I hope you enjoyed the video while it lasted, and I will see you all later. And drink lots of water. It's healthy to drink water. Alright, I'll see you later. Okay, bye.